Hello there, and welcome back to another wife-aggro Community Presents video. We're going to be continuing our look at the Arma II mod DayZ, and this will be another one of our tip series of videos, which I've called Advanced Move 101, but actually I could have just called this Fun with Rolling. I'm going to be looking at a couple of different ways that you can use the roll, the Q and the E button to move up and down surfaces without standing up or crouching, which might cause some aggressive activity from the zombies. As you can see here, I'm able to just roll down this little ramp off the dock, and I should be able to roll right back up it again. And in doing so, I don't have to stand up or crouch, so those zombies that you can see, and I think there was one in that building, they don't notice me and they don't come running after me. But we're going to be looking at a couple of different ways to use the roll to avoid standing up or crouching. And then at the end of the video, I did come across kind of an inventory bug that I've discovered a solution to, and I want to show that to you as well. So you can see here, I'm able to go up and down even longer surfaces like this stairwell in the barn. Down's pretty easy. Up's a little awkward at times. But as you can see from the two indicators, my visual indicator hasn't gone up at all. There's not a bunch of semicircles coming off it, which is really helpful in these barns. And I've noticed that in a couple patches ago, they made it so the zombies are a little more likely to see you through the doorway. So that's kind of important. And as I'm showing here, you don't have to roll down some of the surfaces to keep your profile low, but you can also crawl down. But the same is not also true of going up. You pretty much have to roll up to avoid having to stand up, which I'll bump into the stairwell here a couple times to illustrate for you. It's fairly easy to roll up and down, once you get the hang of it. Another place that I've found rolling to be really useful is on these doorway transitions into and out of buildings. They all have this lip, as you can see here, that forces you to either stand up or crouch as you go into and out of a building. And whether you're going in or out of these buildings, this little lip makes you stand up. And if you're not sure where the zombies are at and you're trying to avoid them seeing you, standing up is just bad. However, you can use rolling to get in and out of these buildings where the doorway is big enough. You can see I kind of muffed that one up because I didn't really roll far enough out into the grass. But by going back inside, I do show that, it's not too hard to roll over and over the transition to get in and out of these buildings. And that's the narrower of the two doors for a barn. And for the most part, that ends the fun with rolling segment of the video. One of the things I wanted to show next was how I like to cross big meadows in the game. The line of sight for the zombies is a lot further than it used to be, or than I would have expected. So when I have to go across a large field, I typically go as fast as I can and kind of keep an eye out for zombies in the distance, because if you can see them, they can typically see you as well. But you can tell fairly easy if a zombie in the distance is agitated. And if you see an agitated zombie, I'm going to show you here how I like to just kind of clear their visual. Zombies are kind of like A to B mobs. So where they saw you last is where they're going to go to. So what I try to do is I get down, get away from the spot where I was standing up as quickly as possible. Because even if they're aggressive to you and they're running towards you, as long as you're not where they last saw you when they get there, typically you can get away from them pretty easily. So one of the last things I wanted to show you was a bug that I've been noticing with secondary weapons. Whenever you access your inventory screen, be that just hitting your G button to look at your gear or looting something, it seems to me that if you have your secondary weapon equipped, then you immediately sit up. And you can see when it happens that the visual indicator for me goes kind of spikes when you close the inventory back down. So that makes me very nervous. And kind of just the way it's kind of simple to get around that is just make sure you've equipped your primary weapon, your rifle or crossbow or whatever, whenever you think you have to look at your inventory, especially if you're going to be looting something. Because as you can see here, every time I go to the secondary weapon and use my inventory, there's a big visual spike that I think the zombies can clue in on. So that's kind of the end of this video. Hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you've liked all the videos we've done at wife-aggro, the wife-aggro community. But anyhow, if you like the video, please click like on it. If you like the channel, please subscribe and join us on our website. Thank you very much.